This is the last chance for prosecutors and defense lawyers to make their cases to the jury before deliberations begin.
For President Trump, charged with 34 felony counts in connection to a plot to cover up hush money payments tied to a scheme to buy and bury negative stories that could potentially hurt his 2016 presidential campaign.
Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg live outside the court in Lower Manhattan. Lauren?
Well, Sandra and Bill, jurors have listened to 6 hours of closing arguments so far. The defense went first and said that the prosecution failed to meet the burden of proof and that their key witness is a liar with an axe to grind. The prosecution is underway right now with their closing arguments, and they are saying that this case is about a conspiracy and a cover-up, and that they have presented powerful evidence of Donald Trump's guilt. A porn star and a convicted felon may not be ideal witnesses, but the prosecution wants jurors to believe that Stormy Daniels and Michael Cohen are telling the truth about Trump. Daniels had testified in detail about a one-night fling with Trump in 2006, a story she was later paid to keep quiet about. Those payments were allegedly covered up and falsified to protect Trump's election chances. Today, during his closing argument, prosecutor Joshua Steinglass asked if her testimony was so irrelevant, why did they work so hard to try to discredit her? And as for Cohen, Trump's former fixer, Steinglass told the jury, "We didn't choose Michael Cohen to be a witness. We didn't pick him up at a witness store. The defendant chose him as a fixer because he was willing to lie and cheat." And Steinglass said the case isn't about Cohen, it's about Trump. But the defense spent much of their closing focusing on Cohen, who Trump's attorney Todd Blanche pilloried. Blanche called Cohen an MVP of liars, the human embodiment of reasonable doubt, and the gloat. He is literally the greatest liar of all time. Catchy phrases to hook the jury. Blanche revisited a 90-second phone call 2 weeks before the election in which Cohen said he and Trump discussed hush money payments to Daniels. During cross, the defense poked holes in Cohen's testimony, suggesting that call was really to Trump's bodyguard. That is perjury, Blanche said today, dramatically emphasizing each syllable. And Blanche contended Trump was far too busy being president than to worry about some alleged hush money scheme, and that the money he paid Cohen really was for legal services because Cohen would never have worked for free. Jurors, 7 men, 5 women, will have to determine whether Cohen's testimony is credible and even necessary for a conviction. And the prosecution is expected to wrap up its closing argument at about 7 tonight. It is a very long day for this jury. They will be back tomorrow. That is when the judge will give them their instructions, and they will begin deliberating. Live in Lower Manhattan, Lauren Glassberg, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Lauren, thank you very much. Outside the courthouse, confrontations as Trump supporters and anti-Trump protesters faced off. Actor Robert De Niro and a former U.S. Capitol Police officer now running for Congress both showed up on behalf of the Biden-Harris campaign. Trump supporters also spoke after De Niro exchanged some choice words with them.
We'd forgotten the lessons of history that showed us other clowns who weren't taken seriously until they became vicious dictators. With Trump, we have a second chance, and no one is laughing now. This is the time to stop him.
Why is Joe Biden now making this a campaign event after months of weaponizing the legal system against President Trump? Because Joe Biden's numbers are in the tank.
Stay with Eyewitness News and ABC News as the trial wraps up and heads to the jury. We will keep you updated on air and at ABC 7 NY.